So here we are, opening day, and I'm gonna start this episode off with kind of like what we did with the roster, right? I was gonna just go straight into the game, and I ultimately decided against that. Now there was a few things I needed to go over before we got into that. Mostly, what you see defensively here is what it's gonna be for both sides. Batting order will change based on left-handed, right-handed matchups, but the only personnel swap will be left-handing pitching in left field. We will have Encarnacion instead of Davis Schneider. We also decided to go ahead and keep Kyle Till on the 26-man roster, sent Salas and the other catcher down to AAA for the time being. Ultimately, we're going to decide on who we want to keep. And also, because I decided to keep 13 pitchers on the 26-man roster, we did have to send down both of our shortstop prospects. So Brooks Baldwin and Lee will be on the AAA roster. Strong candidates to be called up in September, but we're a long ways away from that. Pitching rotation is going to go as follows. Shane Baz, obviously our ace, he's going to lead off for us. Ray Bello is going to get the second slot, and then Kershaw, Thorpe, and Krimmer. Uriarte is a long reliever for us. We also kept Sean Burke. Kai Bush went down to the AAA level. Huskar Yanoa is another long reliever for us. We'll probably see some starts in the starting rotation. He's kind of who we're going to sub in if somebody starts kind of slacking. Cam Boozer, obviously, and Morietta, big time mid relievers right there. Probably our two best relievers if I had to guess. Starting us off, Carnicak's going to be in the setup role. I'm going to give, we brought Trevor Stephen in to be the closing pitcher. If he struggles with that role, he'll go to setup. And Carnicak, who we know can be a closer for us, will move down into the closing pitcher role. Dave Prado will start the season at the AAA level for us. We're going to see how he does. He's really strong right out the gate. Good possibility to come up and move into AAA for us, but I really want to let him get 1 year of AAA under his belt because we are trying to train up some of his defensive weaknesses, especially because he plays left field for us. Offensively, I'm not too concerned with it. I feel like that will naturally progress. I just want to bring up his defensiveness before we consider him for a spring training invite. But also that means we don't have any rookies this year, so no one's getting a rookie debut. I'm still pretty excited for this roster and what we put together. I think we're going to do way better than what we're projected to do. I think it's going to be a very exciting season for us. Another big news for us is Enrique Hernandez. DFA. He's gone. We're probably not going to see him anymore. He just wasn't fitting the bill for us anymore, so we decided to let him go. But let's get into opening day, yeah. Here we go. Opening day. It's White Sox. It's Diamondbacks. It's some exciting times in the baseball world. Get our nice little flyover right here. It's going to be a fun season, I do believe. Hopefully we get out of here with a big win to start off our season. Eduardo Rodriguez is going to take the mound for the Diamondbacks. First up, we have our new center fielder, Chase McCormick.
The count is full.
Already got himself into a full count right here, and Eduardo is starting off with a walk. So puts a runner on the bases for us, which is nice. Can't complain there. And Nicky Lopez is going to bat right into a double play. So big 6-4-3 for Arizona. Helping Eduardo recover from his shaky start. And then Reyes swinging at the high pitch, goes down. Shane Baz is going to be our ace on the mound today. Very fond of what he's done here of late. We did sign him to a long-term contract a season ago. He has not made us regret that decision, not one bit. And they're going to make some contact. That's going right to our center fielder. Easy out to start the bottom of the first for Shane Baz. Let's see if he can put down another batter here. 0-2 pitch, they get a hold of it. Goes right to Encarnacion out in left field. So it looks like we're going to work through this order pretty fast. Next batter up, already at a full count here. Can Shane Baz secure it? Looks like Encarnacion's getting him some work in the beginning of this game. But it's going to retire the side. And it's going to bring out our offense. And somebody to look out for here is Lawrence Butler. As he goes down swinging. Lawrence Butler is, we don't know what we're going to do yet. He just has not looked the greatest since we've got him. He's not really done what we want. Andrew Vaughn here, though, sending one to the left field corner. Looks like he's going to start his day off at the plate with a double. Love to see it from Andrew Vaughn, our full-time designated hitter. Danny Jensen up, free agent acquisition for catcher, and he's going to have him a nice little infield fly. So not the best of starts for possibly our biggest offseason acquisition, because we have just struck out everywhere in free agency. Next year we're going to have to find a way to make a big splash. It looks like Encarnacion's going to send it right to third base and easy out for the Diamondbacks. Some more action for Encarnacion out in left field. So far, he's looked great. Make sure none of those find the ground. Keeping Shane Baz looking good. I would like to see more strikeouts from Shane Baz, if I'm just being honest. But the Diamondbacks have yet to do anything with it. Gonna be another easy out. Next up, see what Chanel has. He's gonna send it to Shocker. Encarnacion. Another easy out. It's gonna get us out of the second. Moving through these innings pretty quick here. Colson Montgomery's up and he gets a hold of one, trying to send it deep. Not deep enough though. Center fielder gets underneath that. Bobby Dahlbeck. This is another guy I forgot to touch on. He is our third baseman for left-handed pitching. Right-handed pitching is going to be Rojas. We still need a more permanent solution at third base. Hopefully it can be addressed in the draft. If not, it's going to be a big trade thing we're looking at here as we hit into yet another double play. Seems like we're really good at hitting into those. Love to see it. Just going to put Shane Baz back on the mound. But yes, third base is something that we need to address desperately as Shane Baz gets his first strikeout on the day to start off the bottom of the third. A couple other things we need to look at. Second base. I love the defensiveness that Nicky Lopez brings to us, but ultimately we need more offense. So probably going to have to sacrifice that defense at second base for someone with a little bit more offensive pop. Second base is also something I'm kind of looking to address in the draft, if the right kind of prospect's there. If not, it's another trade, maybe free agent acquisition. Eduardo is keeping us off the bases right now. We get us another little single from Luis Reyes. Finally, he gets his first hit of the day, I do believe. That's going to bring up Lawrence Butler, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Yeah, that's not impressive at all, Mr. Butler. I've about run out of my patience here with Lawrence Butler. He's not performing the way we expect him to perform. Got a wild pitch right here. That's gonna put Luis Reyes on second base. So now we got Andrew Vaughn up, who is known for hitting doubles. Possible opportunity to get a runner to home here. Can Andrew Vaughn secure the RBI? Oh, Lord have mercy. That's quite embarrassing, Mr. Vaughn. So no offense to B. Shane Baz is going to stay on the mound for us here in the fourth. Reyes just misses that. That's going to be a single for the Diamondbacks. Hopefully we don't see an explosion of offense here. Hopefully Shane Baz can work through this pretty well. Looks like we got a double play. We do. So we get our first double play. 6-4-3. Very nice. Good work by our infield right there. Let's see if we can close out. We do. We do close out the inning. So good work by Shane Baz. As we move into the fifth, as you see, we've had 3 hits to their 1, so things seem to be in our favor. Little pitcher comparison for you here. Very similar, but I would give the edge to Eduardo right now as he strikes out Danny Jansen. I'm not sure what he saw there. That was ugly. Gonna be the 5th one on the day for Eduardo. Encarnacion goes down swinging as well. Looking like Eduardo's going to retire the top of the 5th in order. Colson Montgomery grounds one out to second. That's going to bring Shane Baz back out. We are getting into a point in the game where Shane Baz may struggle. There we go. We start this inning off with a walk. Not looking good. His pitch count isn't too bad right now. Only 49 pitches thrown, and his 50th hits the batter. So it looks like Shane Baz is collapsing here in the 5th inning. Might be a good time for the manager to pull him. And Encarnacion can't get that one. He's been a sure thing all game not to be there. Arizona will bring 2 runners home in the 5th. So not the greatest. Not too pleased with Shane Baz on that one.
Ball 4. Take your base.
But at the same time, Encarnacion's been doing so well for us out there in left field. Surprised he wasn't able to secure that. Wouldn't have mattered because we're going to walk that next batter and then we get him down. Okay. So they do not try to advance for a sac fly right there. So Shane Baz gets his first out of the 5th. Would love to see him find a way to recover here. Do we have a double play? We do. So the defense bails out Shane Baz in the 5th, even though he did allow 2 runs right there. Probably dial back. It's not going to get anything started for us here in the 6th. Still got a lot of work to do with this roster, but I feel like we're trending in the right direction. Need to see some quality games out of several people. It's going to determine just how active we are in the trade market this season. And that was a quick 6th inning for us. Bullpen's warming up for Shane Baz, Boozer, and Murrieta. I think that 5th inning really did a number on Shane Baz. Probably destroyed some of that confidence he had. Got that pitch count up to a point we weren't a fan of. Gonna start off with a quick out here, though, to start the bottom of the 6th. Perdomo now back up. Hasn't hit anything all day off Shane Baz. So it's going to stay the same. Encarnacion getting quite the workout in left field. 2-1 pitch right here to Marte. And He's going to send it to Encarnacion. Can he get there in time? It bounces off the fence for a home run. 371 feet. What kind of luck is that? Just a good bounce right off the top of the fence. So Shane Baz is going to allow a home run now. Making it 3-0 for the Diamondbacks. Congratulations to Marte for having him an opening day home run. That's going to be the end of the day for Shane Baz. Can't blame our young manager here. Would have liked to have seen a little bit more from Shane Baz in the 5th and 6th so that he could have went a little bit deeper. Cam Boozer's going to come out
3-2.
and finish this inning for us. Full count pitch to his first batter and sends him down swinging to finally conclude the 6th inning. Top of the 7th, the White Sox in desperate need of some offense and tries to get that one down in shallow left field, just not shallow enough to beat the left fielder. Lawrence Butler shockingly goes down again swinging. So no offense to be had for us in the 7th, it looks like, unless Andrew Vaughn, he does it again, ladies and gentlemen. He finds the left center gap, and he's going to have himself another double. Can we do anything with this, though? That is the big question here. Looks like that'd be the end of the day for Eduardo. They're going to bring Martinez out to finish the inning off. Will Danny Jansen bring home Andrew Vaughn? He will not. Unfortunate.
He's out.
So not a whole lot to be hopeful for in some of our debuts here. Looks like they're getting another deep center hit. Not deep enough though. Gonna be an out. Cam Boozer looking to close out the 7th inning for us.
3.
Gets a man swinging. Love to see it on the high cutter. But some of our free agent acquisitions just have not done as well as we had hoped. Seems a bit of some fluke stats from the spring training that gave us false hope. Then again, this could just be opening day jitters. We swing at a ball in the dirt, and Encarnacion is thrown out. Top of the 8th, and the White Sox are running out of time to do anything. Colson Montgomery trying to make something happen. Just can't beat the center fielder. Solid contact by the young shortstop. So you love to see that. Bobby Dahlback's going to send it right to second base. It's going to end the 8th. Start of the 9th for us here. Murrieta comes out. Or no, this is the bottom of the 8th. Murrieta comes out for the bottom of the 8th. Let's see if he can prevent any more offense to still give us some hope that maybe somebody will start making some contact. I think all of our hits have pretty much come from the same 3 players, which is unfortunate. I would like to see a little bit more offense throughout the lineup, but it kind of gives us an idea of some of the changes we may need to make.
3.
Here's our first impressions of this team early on. Not sure how I feel about a lot of the players and where we have them. We'll see how things unfold.
He's out.
Attempt at a double play there. Not to be, though. Murrieta should have made the play. Gets by him. But we will take the out at second. One more out to go to get this offense of ours back out to see if we can do anything with it. Right to center field. So now we go into the 9th. They're going to bring out Bubic, and we're going to see if we can generate any kind of offense. McCormick up first. We're at the top of our lineup, so you should see something Not like that though. McCormick goes down swinging at the high fastball. Now we got Nicky Lopez up. Feel like a pinch hit would have worked out better here as he flies out to left field. I mean, we know Nicky Lopez isn't a batter. Why not pinch hit him? And Reyes goes down looking. Diamondbacks get out of here with a 3-0 win. So quite a disappointing start to our season here, losing Osman Day to the Diamondbacks 3-0. Does temper my expectations a bit. I felt like we should have generated way more offense than we did. But the season is still young. We will see how things kind of unfold for us. That's going to wrap up things here for our opening day of 2027. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. That way you can keep up with new updates coming in. Next up, probably going to be going down to our minor league system, taking our first looks at Prado. It's going to be his minor league debut. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of mixing. So, like, if we go into the minor leagues, it's probably going to be a minor league episode. Might touch on some of the draft prospects we uncover, things of that nature. And then if we're at the major league level, then we're going to show major league. But I have an idea of how I kind of want to format things for the season. I've briefly touched on them in previous episodes. We're going to try and do this month by month. But I'm going to leave it off there. And as always, go White Sox.